Doctor Who and the first part of the finale of the 10th season of Doctor Who, where we saw Mr. Spoiler alert, John Sims return, reprising his role as the Master. I told you about this earlier.
All right, so now,
woo! What an episode!
One thing I want to say is that that's one thing I said last week. He was going to come back from his previous reincarnation to check on his future, and that's exactly what he said. So you're saying
I like this storyline, the last two episodes, because this is actually they give you the backstory of how the Cybermen were actually started.
Yes.
All right. But I was kind of confused at the very beginning when Capaldi came out of the TARDIS and he dropped to his knees and all of a sudden started to glow.
That was like
I know, it was like
10 days later, you know.
Yeah, I understand that.
10 days
I was
earlier.
like, what the hell's going on? And then they started doing this. Now, the character he's not fond of, and I'll tell you right now, my wife's not fond of her either, Billy.
Yeah.
All right. They killed her.
She's in that picture.
Yeah, I know.
They killed her 12 ways sideways, I know.
They've killed her so many times. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, and now she's going to be a Cyber. She's going to be the original Cyberman.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because when that's the last thing John Sims' character says. He says, "We're going to call this the Cybermen Genesis."
Yes.
And so, yeah.
So when you watch this, they're showing all these experiments. They're saying they're doing all these experiments, and all of a sudden, Billy's got a chest because her heart's been blown out, and she comes up and says, as she comes out, as you can see in the picture, she's the very first Cyberman. Okay, but
wouldn't that be sexist because she's a woman? She should be a Cyberwoman.
No.
Cyberman.
Oh,
I think human, Cyberman.
Sex change, okay.
Yeah. Shut up.
But the thing is that interesting, this episode was a great all around. I really liked this episode. On the fact that they really focused on the whole idea of time dilation. Which is a real
crazy
thing. It's actually reminding me a lot of what they did in Interstellar. It's the same thing. They're really close to a black hole. Except this ship was so big, it was like what,
4 miles long.
4 miles long, yeah.
1 mile wide.
Yeah, so the part that was close to the black hole was moving at a different time than the part at the very end. So at the beginning, they were moving really slow to the people at the very end. So years and years would pass for the people at the other end of the ship away from the black hole,
right,
while people close to the black hole were
like
moving
10 minutes.
only like a few minutes.
It's funny because in the thing they're like, I don't know where all these people are. It's me and these other people on the ship. That's it. And I'm looking at the thing, and there's like hundreds of people. That's because those people that went down
are having
made
children.
families.
Having children. Yeah.
And it just expanded, and they created a world.
Yeah, my wife was kind of confused at that as well when she was. So they had time to build a city on this ship. Yeah, because 10 minutes up by the black hole was 10 or 15 years on the end of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So the time to she goes, I get that. I said, no, yeah, apparently you don't, because they're building a city there. You're asking how they had time to do that.
I think part of that city was actually built before they launched, but
yeah.
Right. But and then they're talking about how the generations that went down there started creating families. You know, I kind of have an issue with that, but I'll keep my.
But I liked the interesting. You see the very early Cybermen because you didn't realize they were Cybermen. Well, you kind of okay. As soon as they grabbed her, we knew she was getting upgraded to a Cyberman just from the preview to the episode. But the fact is that all these people in hospital beds and stuff like that, and things like
Yeah.
And they had buttons. That one guy, I felt bad for that. So bad for that one guy just hitting the pain button. Pain.
The only way they'd fix it was turn the volume down.
Yeah, they turned it down.
But I knew I had a feeling.
We'll just turn it down.
What was the other one saying? Kill me?
Yeah.
The other one was saying.
Oh, turn him down.
Yeah. Are you sure this is not an analogy to healthcare in America?
I can say one thing, that the outfit that he's wearing is very similar to the old master.
Yes, it is.
I was looking it up.
See, now I'll be honest. I kind of got a little confused. I didn't know that Missy was actually the old master. I forgot about that. Forgot about that transformation. But that aside, in reference to the Cybermen, I knew that it was going to be Cybermen. I just didn't think Billy was going to become the
first.
When she got her chest blown out, I was very shocked.
Well, I wasn't. No,
Does
they've
a
killed her so many damn times. It was ridiculous.
Okay, does a Cyberman mask not look like Rorschach from Watchmen?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
But that changes because I knew it was going to be Cyberman as soon as
that thing.
the mat. Well, no, when the master come out and goes, "Oh, helmets! I like helmets. I want to get one myself."
Yeah.
Nice ad. Nice ad.
So my prediction, John hinted at an interesting thing. Bazinga hinted at the fact that he was wearing a lot of the same suit from the Master right before him.
Yep.
Okay, so I think John Sims' version of the Master, as soon as he transformed the time before this, where he was like an older gentleman,
Yep.
which would have been the previous series before 2005. That same
Tenants?
outfit. This was the incarnation
No,
right after it. That's why he has the same suit on.
Way back.
So before he did all those things he did through this whole David Tennant thing, this was before that.
So this is before David Tennant's time, then.
Yeah. So he went and checked on his future self before this all happened, so he could set his future self up, even though he knew what was going to happen to himself from David Tennant's
Oh
character.
my God.
He looks so evil with a beard
Oh yeah.
Thank
compared
you.
to the way he looked before without a beard.
Yeah.
Like he's just even more evil, and he kind of makes himself
But-
look more like the older.
But he's not so much evil, though, if you were really he's evil in a sense of like where his perspective is.
Mhm.
But from what was done with him, you can't blame him too much.
No,
I'm okay with spoilers. Please tell me one thing, though. Is he hearing the knocks?
they didn't say.
They didn't hear that. They didn't say that. Obviously, if this is who I think it is from previous, he is hearing the knocks.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah. it has to be.
I'm gonna geek out if when I just want to watch it and they find out he's hearing the knocks. I'm like, damn it, Tennant!
It might be something they don't even mention.
They
No,
might not mention
not.
him, yeah, but because we already revealed that they won't. They're usually not too redundant on Doctor Who.
No. But I mean,
Usually, the things that happen are within the season.
Yeah.
But there wasn't much things that happened in the season this year that led to the end of the season, was there?
No, but
leading
I
to
think.
this.
But obviously,
Yeah.
we're going to see
You know,
the
like
reason
they had
why.
with the bad dog or whatever it was.
Yeah,
The
there
whole,
was
bad wolf. The whole season.
Well-
you see this, you have no idea what it is, and they enjoy. Whoa!
Well, they did give a hint. They did show that gate, and obviously, as soon as we started seeing the episode where, she's gonna be put into a box for
So
thousands of
basically,
years.
we knew
I
it was gonna be about
I was like,
her.
I was like, okay, so she's in the box, obviously,
Yeah.
from the beginning of that episode, and from that point on, I'm like, okay, somehow, some way, Missy is going to be the bad guy at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But ended up being the previous regeneration of the Master. It was still the Master, but nobody saw. Even the actress who plays Missy said didn't see that coming. She arrived at the reading for this episode,
Yeah.
and John Sims was sitting there, and she was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah.
I'll take a coffee.
They had to make this season go off with a bang
Yeah,
because it's Capaldi's last season and it's Moffat's last season.
yeah.
He's like not doing Doctor Who anymore.
So we're gonna expect something
This has to be
huge.
huge.
This next episode's gonna be.
David Tennant's coming back. Yes!
No, no.
I wish.
I don't know. I still love the fact. What was it? I think it was 2 seasons ago. The cameo from what's his name?
Matt Smith,
No.
David Tennant.
No. Why am I drawing a blank right
Roseanne?
now? Yeah, Roseanne. That's what. But
Anyways,
yeah, so
that individual.
yeah,
Her laugh.
Like a witch cackle over here.
so I think that was a big thing, but like this is gonna obviously top.
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, then
Few
we'd have
days.
to wait another 2 years before they make another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably end up stopping.
I'm hoping that we find out who the next Doctor is at the end of this episode.
I hope they bring back K9.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah,
Do they
haven't-
bring back old doctors?
No.
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 They should.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, once they're gone,
Yeah, that's it.
supposedly they're gone.
Unless in this episode they explained that he was able to regenerate to an older regeneration, and then we get Dave Tennant back. But we know
No, I
it's
don't
not-
think he did.
We know it's not gonna
No,
happen.
that's-
Become a writer,
Let me ask you
please.
something. I might be able to. I might remember, but
You remember?
David Tennant, didn't he have an episode where there was an actual? His hand was in a jar.
Yeah,
Yes.
it got cut off, and he regrew it.
Right, and he kept the hand.
Yeah.
Yes, but he that version of the hand regenerates another David Tennant, which he brought into his companions.
And he left with
the other dimension.
Yeah, and he
Alternate
left it with
dimension.
what's her name?
Oh, all right.
Billy Piper.
Rose.
Rose
Rose.
Tyler.
Yeah, Rose Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the person I was thinking was Tom Baker when he did the cameo as a curator of the museum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that was one of the best things. Like, and I think that's the only reason why maybe Ben didn't like Capaldi so much, because as soon as I saw Capaldi, the way he did his thing, when he got his like niche going after like the 4th episode he was in, I was like, all I could think of was Tom Baker, and I love that was when I fell in love with Doctor Who, was Tom Baker.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. So it'd be like in a few years if they have a guy that's a lot like David Tennant.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's
David
that
Tennant
same,
has
it's that
cameo.
same thing.
Oh, I'll geek out if David Tennant has a cameo. I'll love David Tennant and Doctor Who. I think.
Oh, I guarantee he'll do a cameo in the future.
Oh yeah.
He definitely will.
He still does Doctor Who-ish things too.
Well, the
like
thing is,
the radio.
The thing is, once the doctors end up regenerating, those doctors end up having their own graphic novel or comic book. So
Yeah.
their doctors aren't really dead. Peter Capaldi has his own graphic novel
Capaldi.
out, and then David Tennant has his own. Matt
Well-
Smith has his own. I said his name wrong. I know.
Every time. Cabaldo. It's
So Roseanne has
it's like
her own.
Columbo Cabaldo.
Roseanne
Roseanne's
has
going to be the new
Rosano.
gonna be the new companion.
Oh my god! They regenerate it. It's like
Oh my
I
god.
knew Roseanne was coming back.
And she's ginger. No.
Oh, so that was Doctor News. What do you call it? Check us out next week when we're going to be talking about the finale of Doctor Who for season 10 and who was revealed as the next Doctor, because they always reveal at the end. Because when Capaldi took the controls, he was like, "What do I do?